It's a BlinkinPig.
Welcome.
My name is Sarah.
And I'm Jim McKenzie, and we're from StuffMonstersLike.com. This is the backyard to our haunted mansion and blog laboratory.
Otherwise known as Riverside Cemetery in Asheville.
Sarah and I started a blog a couple years ago called StuffMonstersLike.com. If you remember, maybe, I guess it was what, 2008, 2009?
I think it was before that, like 06.
06, okay. So several years ago, there was a big boom on the internet of all these sites, like Stuff Math Professors Like and Stuff Korean Mothers Like. There were dozens and dozens of them that spawned forth online. And Sarah and I started looking at all of them. And we found that most of them, they were like, we're going to tell you everything there is to know about Korean mothers and what they like. But most of these sites only made it to like 5 posts.
It was apparently really popular to start the website, but not to actually populate it with anything.
A lot of people didn't really follow through with how many ideas they were going to come up with. So Sarah and I, we watch horror movies all the time. Scary flicks, old black and white ones, new ones, slasher, zombie, pretty much all of them. And one day we came up with the idea there had never been anyone that had done a StuffMonstersLike.com. And we decided, what did we start, like 2010 maybe?
Yes, on Halloween.
On Halloween 2010. So we decided, since we came late to the party, we were just going to double down and build the biggest Stuff X-like site on the web.
Yep.
Right? So some of the examples we have of our site. If you've ever been to StuffMonstersLike.com,
Which you should.
You should. If you haven't, just as an example of kind of our humor, what we do is we watch a lot of horror flicks, and we find out these quirky, reoccurring themes that come up in them all the time. Like we see you've seen them.
Some of them are cliche, some of them we love anyway. Just things that you've noticed in movies and cartoons and pop culture.
For instance, monsters like tampering with your engine.
Monsters like crocodile-infested moats around their castles.
Monsters like good hair days, like Sarah here.
Indeed.
And I think our most recent one, we'll leak it early.
Yeah.
We haven't even posted it yet. Sneak peek. I think our most recent one is monsters like when you read aloud in Latin from that spell book lying around.
Always a good idea, kids.
Excellent. So we've been doing this for a couple years, and again, we live and breathe and work and contribute to Asheville, and it has afforded us a lot of opportunities here. We've been asked to be interviewed, been asked to be panelists, speakers.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been very rewarding to take something that's just a silly hobby that we do on the internet and translate it into community events that are local and that support local people and businesses and other interests in the area.
So a couple of the things that we do just as Stuff Monsters Like, we started a holiday several years ago.
Yes, Intergalactic Hug a Monster Day, because monsters are people too, is the only holiday in the galaxy that is just for monsters. It's like Mother's Day or Grandparents' Day, but it's for monsters.
It happens every year on July 27th.
And the purpose of the day is to recognize the monsters in your life and to give them some love. So whether it be your Cookie Monster doll that you've had since you were a kid, or that crazy witch lady next door that you don't like to see during the daylight, bring them some cookies, give them a hug, take them to work with you, scare your coworkers, and show the monsters how much you love them, because monsters are people too.
Basically what we ask people to do is go into your closet and dig up your old monster toys and take them around with you for the day, show people how much you care about them, how big a part of your life monsters have always been, and why we all need them. So we asked for people on July 27th to do that. We've done it for 2 years now.
2 years, and we ask that you send us pictures of you hugging your monster, and we will showcase them on all of our social media sites.
It's still taking off. It still needs a little work, but How long did the Talk Like a Pirate guys do their holiday before it caught on?
7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years. So
Yeah.
if we're still doing this 7 or 8 years from now, and it's still just on like a local level or what, we have minimal participation, and I'll feel like we've lost. But I still feel like we have a couple more years because and everyone loves Talk Like a Pirate Day now.
Good guys too.
That they are fun. We interviewed them, and they were.
Maybe we can get our holiday to be co-opted by a farce religion, like they did.
Is that the Pastafarians?
Yeah, the Pastafarians. For more information about stuffmonsterslike.com, visit stuffmonsterslike.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/stuffmonsterslike, or on Twitter at monsterstuff.